Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan.
Drip. Snort, snort.
I got the drip. The last thing I want to mention before we get to game news is, as you can see, once again, we had a dip in membership. And it was cool because the other day, we got like 50 memberships. Actually, take it back. We had like 90 memberships on this channel. There was like a rallying of support. People were gifting memberships. It was great. And then we lost a bunch of them again. And it's like, I don't want people to get frustrated. All right? I don't. Please don't get frustrated. But understand that basically 2-3 months ago, you know, we were in the midst of a bunch of playthroughs that basically people were rallying for. Right now, there is rallied support for Street Fighter 6, for sure. But it's basically a lot of tip support. Outside of that, I haven't seen a lot of like people becoming members or whatever for Street Fighter 6. And a lot of the normal support I would get for other playthroughs hasn't happened. I think because, number one, Zelda's a game I've been playing for over 2 months and we're trying to wrap it up, right? Diablo 4 is done and it was basically a very chill late night stream and didn't really garner that much support to begin with. And Final Fantasy 16, for my audience, seems to be a dud. And I know that that's a shame because it's funny, I'm getting comments on videos now. And even I got an email overnight and like, you know, I don't get it because I'm watching a big streamer. I just want to just listen to this. I'm watching a big streamer. A big streamer. They pull in like thousands of viewers a stream and they're playing Final Fantasy 16 and everyone likes it. I was like, how do people not understand the difference in 2023 between a big streamer and Darkside Phil? I am not a big streamer at all. I am a little rinky-dink guy streaming in my little private corner of the internet, minding my own business for my own audience that likes my style of curated content. I literally do nothing mainstream. Nothing. I don't do viral videos. I don't do viral games. I don't collaborate. I don't have sponsors. I don't have partners. I do absolutely nothing like any of the big streamers. The reason big streamers get thousands of viewers for Final Fantasy 16 is because they're big streamers. These people could literally be sitting there taking a shit on stream and they'd have 5,000 viewers. Do you understand that? People aren't tuning in because they're watching Final Fantasy 16. They're tuning in to watch this virally popular person put content out on the internet. Do you get it? So when you say, oh, I don't get it. A giant streamer is playing Final Fantasy 16 and they're getting thousands of viewers. Yes, they could pick their fucking nose and flick the booger at the camera and they'd get $100 per booger from 27 people. It's not the same. It's not apples to apples comparison. You're absolutely out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? I am nothing compared to these people. I'm a bug crushed under their heel. But I'm okay with that. I'm happy with where I am on the internet. I like being who I am. But you have to understand that for me, a lot of the people who come to watch me play games are people who want to see me enjoy the game I'm playing, and they come for my honesty. Well, we've been playing Final Fantasy 16 now for 17, 18 hours, and half the time I play it, I'm bored to tears. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to kiss the game's butt and say it's the best Final Fantasy ever to get inflated views so we'll have fanboys of Final Fantasy come to the stream. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think it's the best Final Fantasy. I don't even know if it's the best one in the last 20 years. I don't even know if it ranks in the top 3 of the last 20 years, to be frank with you. It seems like they went a completely different direction, and I don't know if it was a good direction, right? I'm not sure. I can't really wrap my head around this game yet. So, let's continue, all right, with this game, and let's see what it is, but Jasper just opened the closet door. Sounds like he's going to go into the closet in the hallway, which is cute. He goes into our linen closet. He starts sleeping and snuggling in the sheets. It's very cute. Anyway, basically, I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to continue to play this game. I am, all right? And I'm not going to sugarcoat the playthrough, but you have to understand, I just don't understand it. I thought that you would love this game because big streamers seem to love it, and they're getting 5,000 viewers on a stream. It's like, how do people still make that comparison, right? Back in the day, before I was a streamer, it was always, Phil, I don't understand it, because other people much more popular than you are getting more views. It used to always be the comparison to, like, Angry Joe, right? And I don't get it, Phil. Angry Joe reviews games, and he gets hundreds of thousands of views, and you review a game, and you can only get 10,000 views, but I think your reviews are better. Yes, because he's Angry Joe. because he has a giant following. He has a viral following on YouTube that likes everything he does. You know what I mean? He's always going to have more popularity than a little rinky-dink guy like me who never collaborated, who never branched out, who just did things for himself, you know? It's always an unfair comparison when people want to bring up something insanely more popular than me. The real one that gets me today, Maximilian. You do realize that Maximilian is the biggest fighting game content creator. The biggest one. There is no one bigger than him. He's become the biggest guy. He gets every opportunity, every sponsorship, every partnership, everything. It's all given to him because he is the mainstream guy, right? He's bigger than all the competitive FGC players. He's bigger than all of them. Why in the holy hell would you compare me to Maximilian? You're out of your mind. I am smaller than everyone in the FGC, and you compare me to the biggest guy. That's just wild. Anyway, all that being said, I'm not quitting Final Fantasy 16, but I'm going to continue it and be honest with it, and I'm not going to kiss its butt or anything. You know me. I'm an honest dude, and I'm going to keep telling you what I think about the game honestly, and I hope that you'll continue to enjoy it for that. You know, I do. All right? Oh, my eye. Ah. So, there you have it. Don't worry. Final Fantasy 16 isn't going anywhere, but I'm also not going to kiss the game's butt and say it's great when I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think there's parts that are great, but man, they really balanced it with boring-ass parts that are stupid, that shouldn't even be in there, and it's just a poorly paced game, and I feel like that's why we fall asleep half the time I play it, and then the other half is cool. Let's continue for the good parts, all right? I think that Street Fighter 6, Final Fantasy 16 are a good balance. Two games that'll definitely balance each other out. So, okay. All right. So, if you would like to support the channel right now, okay, a great way to support this channel would be a membership or a gifted membership, because we have lost so many members in the last, month or so since I've been covering Street Fighter 6, and basically all of that kind of YouTube side support fell off. The tips have been great, so I'm not complaining in that regard, but yeah, the YouTube side support has dramatically dipped in the last month since I started playing Street Fighter 6 so heavily, and everything else was an RPG. So, if you could support the channel with a membership or a gifted membership, there's tons of people, hundreds of people, who'd be very happy to accept a gifted membership right now. They enjoyed them when they had them, and then they all expired, and, just think about it, all right? That's a great way to help out everyone. Everyone's super happy when we get a big member bomb on the channel. It's a big positive feeling, correct? So, I hope you will consider it. If outside of that, everything's appreciated. A super chat, a tip, everything's great. Thank you to anyone who supports this channel in any way, all right? But I just got a threatening email from Snort Hogan threatening me.
Snortomania.
Threatening me. Snort Hogan.
Snortomania.
I just got a threatening email from Snort Hogan threatening me.
Snortomania.
Threatening me. Snort Hogan.
Snortomania.